tongue's leaking on me and it's very cold because I put ice water in it. Hi everyone. Welcome to I almost said Vlogmas. I'm very close to saying Vlogmas most times. To Vlogtober for 2020. It's my first time doing it. And this is day 4, I think, right? So I thought I better hurry up before the clock struck midnight. So I didn't want to be late again with it. And I had filmed something at my mother's house that was myself just talking about the dog and what a good boy he is. And it was not scintillating. I thought maybe I'd film various things throughout the day and then piece them together. But I'm not in the habit of doing that anymore. Back in my old days on the YouTubes, I filmed constantly and was always trying to come up with exciting new content, and my eyes were better and I could sit at the computer and edit and make it look right. Not so much now, but maybe again soon. Got another week to go until I get this peeper operated on. I'm having problems with this thing leaking on me. So, Littles, it's all right. He's unhappy because his litter box is a little bit dirty. John drags it outside and cleans it because it's hard for me to get my big booty down on the floor in the hallway where we have it sitting now. It used to be I'd just sit down on the floor in there and scoop it, but now it's like in a tighter spot. And he takes care of it most of the time, but sometimes way too long will go by and Littles starts doing things like chasing him and biting his ankles. And let's see, who we got? Oh, Dolores, I saw it like right as it disappeared. I didn't get to read what you said. But hi back. Um, I don't know if you've seen my other videos talking about it, but I have really bad cataracts, and I got this one operated on this Monday, this last Monday. And I still can't see well enough to read the screen, but maybe when this one's done, I'll be able to. Oh, about to light nothing. I'm going to do this. If anybody has some, join along. I've got some lemon haze in my grinder, and you're going blind too. Well, sometimes it's reversible. Mine seems to be somewhat reversible. I've got nerve damage that may or may not really go away in any kind of significant way. But what did I drop? Where is it? Oh, good grief. I'm a mess. Where's my grinder? Whoa. I just had it. I just had it. Did I put it on the floor? Oh, it rolled under the divan. Rolled under the Davenport. What's back here? Oh, pillow. Doesn't look good. I try to put all my bed pillows and blankets and things down where y'all can't see them. Fact is, this couch is covered in all sorts of things. It's like a second bed in here. It really is. All right. I've got lemon haze. I think I've still got enough to do something with. I'm going to load up my stunted little bong here. The hole for it's way down low, so if you put much water in it at all, it comes out. It's ridiculous. Here in Arkansas, we have medical marijuana, in case anybody was wondering. It's empty. Medical marijuana, and I'm so glad, but at the same time, we didn't for a long time have enough growers, and we're still having issues with not having enough grows actually producing product. But it has been made way worse by two things happening here in 2020. We had one cultivator. I think we had 3 operational at that time, and now there's a few more opening up. But we just have like 3 cultivation grows in all of Arkansas for all these people. So then people in Missouri also got legal medical cannabis, but They were issued cards. People were issued cards. State had no trouble taking their money for their licenses. But there's no weed. There's no shops. There's no weed. So they come here to Arkansas. They swarm down over the border to Arkansas to buy. So you'll go into your local neighborhood shop and you'll have to wait behind 6 MFers from Missouri who are signing up for things, filling out their cards. And how many people in Arkansas, and what is the percentage that uses? I don't know what the current numbers are. I haven't kept up with the current numbers, but there's a lot of patients. I'll tell you that. I've driven up to the place and had to wait outside in line, out in line. And so people are saying they go to the shops, they have to wait behind all these fuckers from Missouri. And the fuckers from Missouri can buy as much as they want, as to where people in Arkansas are limited on how much they can buy per month in their own state. But the Missourians can just come on over and just buy the place out. Not that we're cheap or anything here. We're not. We're overpriced, which is another issue altogether. We are overpriced. And we're not allowed to grow. So that leaves us either having to buy illegally from our neighborhood botanist, or pay their prices or go without. So it's not good options. And now, also, one of our growers, it was one of the big three, there are 3 growers, and they lost their like head grower, and obviously no one else there knew what to do. None of them. Like, the head grower was the only one. He held all of the info. And so, I'm trying to unscrew this. So, their humongous crop ended up, at least one crop, possibly now 2, have wound up being full of seeds. Just ditch weed grown in your closet full of weeds, or seeds. Weeds full of seeds. And so people are getting really steamed because it's like $50 for an eighth of an ounce here. And the quality is so-so. And sorry, obviously I can't talk and unpack a bowl at the same time. What was I saying? Oh, I don't know, seeds. So people buy their, blow 45, $50 by the time you're done paying all the triple taxation that's on it, just to end up with, in weight, more seed than weed. And needless to say, they're angry about it. So Osage Creek sucks, and people stop buying from them. And so that leaves us with 2 cultivators in Arkansas. Plus, the shops are allowed, the dispensaries are allowed to have their own grows, but I think they're smallish grows for the most part. Not really sure. Ice cubes. I put ice cubes in there. Sometimes when there's no chance of waking anybody up, like there is right now, because John's sleeping, run it through the Ninja blender, and it makes it like snow. And we just puff through snow. It's lovely. So, between the Missourians and Osage Creek not knowing how to grow one of the, well, I'm not going to say it's an easy one to grow. To get really good quality, it's not. You got to know what you're doing. But so that has made a shortage where people are reporting, patients are reporting they go in their local shop and there's nothing. The cupboards are bare. And that sucks. And when I went the other day, they were out of the first thing I wanted. I chose something else, and the guy was like, oh shit, I gotta run to the back and make sure we still have some because it may be gone by now. So, bullshit. Such a bunch of bullshit. So, John and I normally do dabs. we decided it was a better value. You know, 40 bucks in dabs seemed to last us longer than 40 bucks in flour. But we both been in terrible moods. I noticed at some point, I was like, it just does not ever kill my pain. It helps with my nausea, it helps with sleep some, but I think there's terpenes missing from the processing. And it doesn't do me as well as just flour. So we decided to go back to flour and see how we felt. We've both been sleeping really great. John particularly needed it. His mood has improved tremendously, and since his mood is better, my mood's better because he's been in the dumps lately, and it really drags me down too. And so we're going back to green for a little while. I hear tell that here in Fayetteville, Arkansas, there is a bit of tolerance for people growing at home, growing small amounts just for themselves. That they kind of look the other eye, and the only time they'll come in and hassle you about it is if they're there for something else already anyway. And I happen to find even then I don't know how big of a fine or whatnot one must pay, but I wish I had a space to grow. We've talked about moving to Oklahoma because they have cheaper weed and you can grow. And that would be wonderful. I see pictures in some of the Facebook groups of people that are standing out in their yard, 12-foot tall trees basically. Marijuana is grown right and grown outdoors. It turns into these just sort of enormous trees. And it's just in their backyard. And I'm so jealous. I'm like, just a few miles up the road, there are people living free, growing their own. And here we are in Arkansas dealing with this petty, greedy bullshit. There is no concern about patience. There are 16 qualifying conditions. They are all pretty severe. And if people have any of those, they probably don't work full time, and they probably don't have much money, and they probably can't buy the amount of medicine that they really need. Also, a lot of people need THCA, which is in the raw plant before you heat treat it. And they need the leaves. They need to juice the leaves. I need to juice the leaves because it would help my nervous system. There's a lot of things that can't be done with just smoking. You need to juice. You need to get it in you in other ways because the heat kills a lot of the goodies in it or changes them chemically. So oh look, that's what I've been talking about this evening. Been checking the Facebook weed groups and stuff and catching up on local nonsense. Look, it's Tammy and Crystal. I love this shirt. It's kind of scratchy. It's not as soft as most of Tammy's shirts are. I think this was made by a different website, different company. Like they just pounded them out real fast or something. It's kind of stiff, but it does the trick and it makes me laugh. All right. Good night, Dolores. Thank you for dropping by. It's good to see you. I need to drop by your channel soon. Check out your music, see what you're up to. Bye, sweetie. One good thing about legality in our state is that being a registered patient, I can do this and hopefully not get in any trouble for it. Although YouTube has crawled all up people's butts before about smoking weed on cam, but my gosh, there's so many people that do. Just like, stop trying to regulate us to death. Oh, I've been on here, good Lord, I think since 2006. Just crazy. Because I know I met, Falcon. I met him in, I think, 2007. So, and I was on here for quite a bit before then. So I've been on here a while. Huh. Well, I don't know. We don't want to move to Oklahoma, really, because then we'd be in Oklahoma. It's not so bad. It's just the towns that are on the border, most of them seem they're so poverty stricken and so trashy. And there's like no new buildings. There's no decent looking places to live. There's no stores. There's just nothing. And I think it would be depressing to not be able to just hop in the car and go get something at the store. Because I've lived like that before for many, many, many years. I've lived out in the sticks where you don't just run to the store every day. You wait and you do your shopping once a week or whatever. You don't just, and I'm a very whimsical person, so I'm prone to fits of whimsy. Well, let's go get a shake. Let's take a drive. Let's go to the cemetery and see if the ghosts will talk to us. Off we go. That's what I like to be able to do. There we go. I didn't take that in real deep because I felt like it was going to gag me, and I didn't want to have one of my apoplectic fits here on the YouTubes. I don't know why I'm looking over here. It's not where my camera is. I forget sometimes. I need to maybe paint a big white circle around my camera so I'll be able to stare into it. So, I guess that's it for me tonight. I always look around. Whoa, it's spilling on me. Look, you just tip it a little and it's like, lame. My birthday's coming up. My sister's getting me a printer. I'm jazzed. I haven't had a printer in a long time. They frustrate me to no end, but I really need them because I've been selling some stuff on eBay. I might put some stuff up on Etsy. I don't know. I want to sell some shit, though. Vintage shit and nail shit. Just make a little money. I'm trying to get myself out of debt. I have one really small debt out there that's just fuckered up my credit. And I mean, it's going to be like 150 bucks. It's nothing. But for me, it is because, like every penny has a place it has to go to. So I'm selling some stuff, getting my 150 together, pay Cox Cable their GD money, and get my good credit back. Then I can get a credit card, then I can get some of the other things that I need, and I can get my new bed. I've got a plan. I'm working it hard. I need to sell some glitter or sell some nail stamping plates. I don't know if any of you give a shit or if you know anybody that gives a shit. But I went absolutely mad a few times that MoU London, which is a company that makes the nail stamping plates, they would have a sale. They often do on the weekends. They'll have a sale, and they'll have plates that are marked down to $1, $2, $3, whatever. I buy the super cheap ones if I see things I like. And yeah, I've got several $100s worth of plates if these were marked at their original price of $9.99. And the thing is some of these are now no longer available because we bought them out. So if someone's looking for Gothic plate number 08 and they don't have it on the MoU London site, go to eBay, go to Etsy, go to those places and look for somebody like myself who actually has it for sale. So I'm going to try to turn some more money. I sold one of them. Didn't get the greatest price for it, I must say. I hadn't used eBay in a long time, and I marked it way less than I really wanted for it because I thought maybe the bids would, maybe it'd bid up. Not so much. Anyway, nail stamping plates. If you think you might need some, I can send you pictures. Okay, maybe I should do a video just showing the pictures, just a slideshow. See them for yourself. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for stopping by late at night just to say hi and watch and all that good stuff. See a couple of you still hanging in. So, I'm going to go fix my nails. Bye, y'all. Maybe. Maybe.